Hello everyone and welcome back to Under Siege. Having discussed the basics of the game in the first part of this video analysis, let's now take a look at what else is in there, starting from the multiplayer modes. Actually, before getting there, it's worth taking a look at the player profile, accessible by pressing the square button. Here you can change your nickname, overriding the default PSN one, select a title from those unlocked by progressing through the campaign, choose your country flag and also switch the avatar, again overriding the default PSN one. A Stats tab keeps track of your performance online, while the Options tab allows to enable and disable voice and video chat. In the online section you can check the leaderboards and participate to either ranked or custom matches, both supporting up to 4 players. This is the ranked match lobby and it shows the players on top, hello there, the current map along with the game mode, which can't be modified, and the text chat. Since servers are down, there is little point in investigating this, so let's check the custom match option. Besides the quick match option, you can scroll through the rooms list and also filter it by map name, connection quality and free slots. When creating a room, you can define game mode via map selection. There are maps for versus matches and maps for cooperative games, the latter pitching players against campaign bosses. You can also tweak variables such as the amount of money available and the number of players allowed, with options to turn on or off friendly fire or privacy. An invitation system is also present, which is accessible only from within an unranked match lobby, of course. Local multiplayer is possible via split screen, which supports up to 4 players as well. Oddly, there are no offline 4 players map in this build, so I could only check this out with the 2 controllers, and it seems like only one move is supported, as the game asked me to connect a traditional controller for the second player, despite having a second move turned on. Beyond the maps already on offer, an editor allows to create your own, both from scratch or starting from one of those already available, campaign ones included. As you can guess from the loading screen, while the move is supported, the editor requires a traditional controller, which you will need to navigate the menus. The navigation controller doesn't work, and the move is solely used to place the props you have selected with the DualShock and sculpt the terrain. It's not terribly comfortable to switch back and forth the 2 controllers, to be honest, so one might end up using solely the DualShock 3 for everything. Cursor control is also based on sphere position tracking alone, with no option to switch to a laser pointing solution. Much like in Little Big Planet, the toolset provided with the editor is the very same used by the developers to create the single-player campaign, so you can basically do anything they did. For example, you can change direct light orientation, its brightness and color. You can tweak ambient light as you please, and also apply different degrees of exposure, glow, ambient occlusion and rim light. Global and volumetric fog can also be applied and tweaked in various ways, and you can make it so that it deals damage to specific type of units. Both light and fog settings can also be imported from other maps as well. Triggers allow to create game logic by combining various operators and conditions, effectively allowing the creation of in-game events. It's not super easy to use nor to understand, but the flexibility is there. You can even create cutscenes, selecting and placing characters in various poses and typing the dialogues. All of this can be shared and played online, but how exactly the system works I can't say. Moving on, Under Siege also supports all sorts of PS3 specific features. Screenshots can be taken and saved to the hard disk drive at any time by simply accessing the photo category in the cross-media bar. Action can be video recorded as well via a dedicated option in the pause menu. There is no time limit since YouTube upload is not supported, I guess you can use the edit and upload application for that, but videos are recorded in a standard definition and look like what you are seeing here. Not very crisp indeed, but not terrible either. Finally, while not working properly in the build I've got, I get no music at all. Custom soundtrack is supported straight via cross-media bar, as you can see here in muted operation. So, besides the rich content and features offerings, in terms of move implementation, Under Siege is a good showcase of how the RTS genre on console can benefit from motion controls. While it doesn't go the extra mile by actually rebuilding the whole interface around the new device as games like Swords and Soldiers did, albeit that's an unfair comparison, I admit, the simple fact that you can operate a detached cursor freely adds a lot to the quality of the experience. On a side note, Seed Studios also deserves kudos for the press kit delivered with the game code, which came with a nice little comic entitled First Encounter, designed by the team and offering some insights into the Under Siege lore. Cool stuff. And with that, I guess it's time to salute you. Thanks for watching, ciao!